Guys, you can't tell me you in the ANC Youth League and you're not waiting for your turn to loot. Like, you can't tell me you grew up in a culture where people are looting for a living, and then when you are in the youth system, thing, and then you wanna tell me that when you'll do right, when you learned the ways of evading how to loot money from the state, and then you wanna tell us to vote for ANC. Guys, people who are in the ANC Youth League are just waiting for the turn to loot. That's why we should remove this government from power. And I'm not a politician, and I'm not saying we should vote for any specific party, but guys, we need to remove this government. It's not doing justice for the youth. It's painful looking for a job over 6 months without getting a job. It's depressing, guys. I can imagine for people who are looking for jobs and are failing. Like, it's quite depressing. It's not nice. If you've been employed before, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not nice, guys. The state is failing us.
But the ANC is looting the money. ANC is taking each and every cent a corner. Because of they know now, Buguti 2029, they won't be in power. Now, the Gauteng's Pension Administration Agency, Oyakono Kidiboni Madishe, has been placed on suspension because of he has approved or he has awarded a company a tender worth R500 million to a company that is unknown and to a company that has no board of directors. R500 million. 500 million.
So this woman from the ANC said they are not corrupt because if they were corrupt, the party wouldn't be poor. And it's giving job your love. And I don't think she understands what corruption truly is, because it's never for the benefit of an organization. It's for the benefit of individuals. And if the ANC was in good financial standing for however long, that money would eventually be looted anyway. So I don't know what she thinks she's talking about. And it just shows that she doesn't understand the implications of what members of her party have done. I do understand that there are individuals in that party who haven't even stolen so much as R1,000. But at the end of the day, this is an issue within the culture of that party. And I think it needs to be addressed somehow, but they're not holding each other to account. And it's very clear in the statement that she made.
Let me tell you why I turned against the ANC. Okay. So I used to be a card-carrying member of the ANC. I'm not making this up, right? If you are up there in the ANC and you've got access to data, check me up. Let me tell you what made me take my card and just tear it and say, I'm done with this party. I've got a lot of stories that I can tell you, but I'm going to tell you about this one. When a certain somebody who had power and influence over a board that decides on tenders and stuff like that, offered me millions of rands, on condition that when I get the money, I give him 2 million rands cash. Easy deal, right? Not the one that I must give a brown envelope beforehand. No, the one that the money will come in, and once it's in, I will then give him 2 million rands cash from that money. And I turned it down. I didn't turn it down just because it's crime. I turned it down because of who I am. Now, if you have followed me for a long time, you definitely know that I am a devout Christian. I'm not just a Christian. Amen. I'm a serious follower of Jesus Christ. I subscribe to his teachings. I follow in his footsteps. And that's the reason I turned it down. I'll give you the second reason. The second reason is my compassion for the people of South Africa. My pity for my people. Our great-grandparents, our grandparents, and our parents and us, we've suffered greatly. We've suffered the effects of colonialism, of apartheid, and we are still suffering the ripple effects of that to this day. We see the brokenness of our family structures. We see not just the corruption, but the deep poverty. Many people that live below the poverty line. We just see everything wrong about this country, and I made a decision to not be part of the problem, but to be part of the solution. And unfortunately, when you say stuff like this, especially in public platforms, you are putting your life at risk. But I don't care if somebody wants to buy inkabi for me. You will find me very easily. You will not struggle. And I don't care. But I left the ANC that day because I realized that this political party is beyond redemption. I realized that this is it. This is it. I mean, there's been a lot. I can tell you a lot of stories, right? If you know me, you know my stories. If you don't know me, like you follow me on social media, like you can learn a lot about me. But I realized that day that this party is only taking us down.
Have you ever thought, what will happen if the ANC suddenly wasn't the party in power in South Africa? Well, this is what will happen. Suddenly, there will be a free market of ideas in South Africa. People will have the freedom to think and to explore ideas that they want to explore and reason amongst each other to say what will be best for my community, what will be best for my country, and what will be best for myself and for my children. You see, the ANC have colonized our minds and our ideas and ideals through fear. We came out of an apartheid government that we cannot ignore. South Africa has a bad past in terms of the white minority who were in power before the ANC. And the ANC used our fear of going back to apartheid to colonize our minds and tell us how far we can think. And they also told us what is good for you. And we just had to accept it and learn to live with it. We couldn't self-determine. Our communities cannot self-determine because we were under the tyranny of the ANC policies. We couldn't even challenge the ANC policies because you couldn't get anything else but what ANC said was right for us. So when ANC goes out of government, we will finally have that freedom for us as a nation to find out, to come together and discover what are our values, what are our ideals, what directions do you want to take as a nation. Are we a Christian country? Are we a progressive secular country? Are we a religious country? What country do we want? And how do we want to move our country forward? Do we believe in socialism, or do we believe in a free market? We will be able to have these conversations and decide what do we want for South Africa.
Abuhlungu lamazwe atsho uMakutata uZizi athi i-ANC is in serious problem, South Africa is in serious problem. But I don't know where South Africa will be tomorrow. Guys, it's very deep. This is a statement that I don't know where South Africa will be tomorrow. We are in trouble.